I was walking the dog yesterday and see that? My phone cracked. I'm reading John Mayer's tweets. Hey guys, so today's video is going to be my Q&A video, and I am calling this Cat Chats. I want to make it a thing. I want to do like Q&A videos every so often, like every few months. I don't know. And I want to name it something cool, like Cat Chats. So yeah, this is Cat Chats numero uno. So I asked you guys on Twitter and on Instagram to ask me questions because I was doing a Q&A video soon, and if you don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you absolutely should. Make sure to follow me on one of those social media sites so next time I do a Q&A video, I get your question. I have a feeling that this video is going to be too long because I did get a lot of questions from you guys, so I'm gonna do this in two parts. This is Cat Chats part 1, and then part 2 will go up. Part 2 will go up tomorrow. So yeah, I'm actually using my ring light in this video today because it is 6 o'clock at night and I have a feeling that this video is going to be long. So the sun will go away by the time that I'm done, I'm sure. So if I look a little weird, that's why. I still don't know how to control this thing. Oh, also before I get into the questions, ignore my makeup. I have glitter all over my face. I was just sitting here bored and playing around with some makeup, and then I thought, oh, I should do my Q&A video. So I look like a hot mess, like my face. I'm like sweating. So I'm just gonna randomly pick the questions from Twitter and Instagram, and let's get started. How old are you? People ask me this question every day on my channel, and I answer it a bunch of times, but I'm gonna answer it again. I am 22 years old. People love to tell me I'm 12 or that I look 12, but I'm not. Someone actually literally told me, you look 12 to 13. I'm 22. I really feel like I'm out of focus. This light is throwing me off. When I watch your videos, I hear a slight accent. Are you Hispanic? Sí. I no wear glass. Silly me. Yes, I am Hispanic. My parents were both born in Cuba. I was born in the United States. But when you have Cuban parents and you live in Miami, you tend to have an accent. Where are you from originally, Mississippi or Miami? I was born and raised in Miami. The only reason why I live in Mississippi currently is because Danny is in the Navy, so this is where he is stationed. But we're actually moving in less than a year back to Florida because he's getting stationed in Florida. I'm not going back to Miami, but I'm going back to Florida, even though I really, really like Mississippi. I do. What made you start YouTube? I've actually been watching YouTube videos since high school. My best friend Amelia used to sit in her bed and watch video after video after video after video, and I would always be like, what are you watching? And she introduced me to the YouTube community, and it's like addicting. I was just on YouTube all the time, and when me and Danny got married, he was like, you watch a lot of YouTube. And I was so obsessed with like beauty products and hair products and makeup and stuff, and he kind of pushed me to make a YouTube channel, so I thank Danny for this every day. What were you doing before YouTube, and what would you be doing now if you weren't a YouTuber? I wasn't really doing anything, honestly. That sounds really bad, but Danny and I got married, and then I moved to Mississippi, and I kind of like dropped my whole life to come to Mississippi. So I was just here and kind of in a funk with my life. Like Danny was doing something really good with his life, the military, and I felt like I was doing nothing. Like I was just in a rut in my life. So honestly, before YouTube, I kind of felt lost, or I didn't really know what I was supposed to be doing in my life. You know what I mean? I didn't really have anything to call my own. So now I do, and I'm just a better person. I think I'm a happier person than I was before YouTube. And what would I be doing if I wasn't a YouTuber? Probably the same thing I was doing before at like a regular job. By the way, I will be answering all of the Danny related questions in the part 2 of Cat Chats. I had a lot of questions about Danny, so I'm just gonna tackle all that in one video, and that will be tomorrow's video. What would be some advice you'd give a new YouTuber? I get this question a lot, and I feel like the only advice I can give someone is to be genuine and just be yourself. I know that sounds really cliche. Everybody says that, be yourself. No, but seriously, be yourself. And don't be afraid to show your personality. Like, I'm a little bit odd and I'm a little bit strange, and my sarcasm and my weird faces and the way I talk kind of like throws people off or turns people off, but I don't care. I sit in front of the camera and I make faces and I don't care. You know, that's who I am. That's my personality, and I feel like people will appreciate who you are more if you show your personality, no matter what kind of personality you have. So that's just my advice. Be yourself, bring your personality to the camera and be genuine. Just be honest. Like, I think that's all people want to see is honesty, like, you know? Lighting and a good camera and a good background, that comes second. The most important thing is you. It's within. Will you do a meet and greet anytime soon? I was gonna do a meet and greet while I was in Miami, but there was a change in plans with Danny's flight coming back from deployment, and I had to leave Miami a lot sooner than I thought I was gonna leave. So that didn't end up happening, but I might. This is a huge might. I might have a meet and greet in Miami in September, but that's a might. How do you like where you're currently living? I kind of answered this question semi. I like Mississippi. I know people are like, but you're from Miami. Oh, Miami. Miami's nice, but I like Mississippi. I like the calmness, the tranquility, and I like being on my own and, you know, seeing something different. I've lived in Miami for 18 years, so it's nice. It's nice to not be with the same people you grew up with and the same buildings you see every day and the same thing. It's nice to have a change in pace. Even though I'm terrified of change and I absolutely hate change, it's nice, you know? I'm actually so accustomed to Mississippi that I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. How did you think of the name Cornelius? I used to be really obsessed with the movie Thumbelina, and the prince in the movie is Cornelius. He is Prince Cornelius, and he is the prince of the fairies, and he is beautiful, and I love him. I love Cornelius, so that is where I got the name from. A lot of people think I got it from Planet of the Apes, but I've never seen that movie. But I hear that the main ape is Cornelius, but no, from Thumbelina. What's your most embarrassing moment? I have answered this in like 2 videos, I think. I've said it before, my entire middle school career was an embarrassing moment, like one big embarrassing moment, which is why I went to a different high school than I was supposed to. I mean, I mainly went to a different high school because my cousin went to that one and I wanted to be with my cousin, but I did not like my middle school experience at all. I really felt like the girls in my middle school were like very 6 chicks. 13 going on 30 reference. I had really embarrassing moments. Let's see, I got spit on from the 2nd floor. Like somebody was on the 2nd floor and I was on the 1st floor and they spit on me. Oh, some girl was like running across like the portable area, like running, and she like body slammed the crap out of me, and I like did a backflip on the floor and everybody like stopped to laugh. Like she body slammed me. I fell on the floor, my legs in the air, and only one person helped me up. I mean, all I needed was one person to help me up, but everybody else was laughing. Okay, I guess just to answer your question, what is your most embarrassing moment? I would have to say middle school. Funniest thing Cornelius has done. This isn't the funniest thing Cornelius has done, but it's the funniest thing I do to Cornelius. I hide underneath my desk. I haven't done it in this house because my setup is different, but when I lived in the other apartment, I used to hide underneath my desk and call Cornelius into the room, and he used to look around like, I could have sworn she called me. I actually have a clip of that in my phone, so I will insert that right now. Cornelius, come here! Do you sing? What is your favorite song? I do not sing. I wish I sang, which sucks because my dad sings, plays guitar, plays piano, like very musician-y, and so is my brother. He's a musician as well, and he's an artist, like he paints, and like I have no talent. I got nothing good. And my favorite song is Boys of Summer by Don Henley. That has been my favorite song for years. If you've never heard that song, listen to it. I get really good feelings, good vibes from that song. What was your dream job when you were a teenager? Probably to be an author. It's still my dream job to publish a book. I love writing. It's my hobby. I love it so much. That's probably like my dream job. It still is. Like if I could publish a book, I would cry every day for the rest of my life from happiness. What is the one thing you like about yourself and the one thing you don't like about yourself? I like that I'm a good person, and I don't care if that sounds like conceited or not, but I know I'm a good person. You know, I never have any malicious thoughts against anyone in my head, and like sometimes I see people and I hear certain things that people say and I'm like, how could anybody say that? Like I know deep down I'm a good person. I was raised to be a good person. So and one thing I don't like about myself, I don't like that I'm so paranoid. Like I have like serious paranoia. Like you know what? That's a whole nother video. That is a whole nother video. Name something that you're really insecure about. I am actually very insecure about my profile. Not my profile, I have a good side and I have a bad side. Like, not many people know this, not a lot of people know this at all, but whenever I take a picture, I take it like this. This is how I take a picture. Always, I always show this side of my face because I have like a lazy eye. Like something happens to this side of my face when I smile and I don't know what it is, I don't know what it is, and everybody's like, no, that's not true whenever I say that, but you could tell like immensely in photos. And I'm gonna show you right now. Don't judge me, don't judge this side of my face, but it is not attractive. Like, I don't know. Some people look the exact same no matter which way they pose, but holy crap, I could tell a huge difference. And I do not like this side of my face at all. So that is my biggest insecurity, is whenever somebody, you know, sneakily catches a photo of me on this side. What is your favorite food? Mexican. Mexican food. I could eat Mexican food every day, or Honduran food. Those are my top 2 favorite foods. I have answered this question before, I feel like, but I love Honduran and Mexican food. They are amazing. What is your #1 thing on your bucket list? It's going to Paris. I have been dreaming about Paris since I was like born. Who is your favorite YouTuber? I absolutely love Nicole Guerrero. She's one of my faves for sure because I feel the Miami just bursting out of her. I know she lives in Florida, but I feel like a Miami connection. I just feel it. I feel it. So I feel like I relate to her, and Jeremy, her boyfriend, reminds me a lot of Danny. So I don't know, I like her. Favorite drugstore makeup brand? It would have to be Maybelline. I feel like I have a lot of Maybelline stuff. Their Fit Me line is like my absolutely favorite thing at the drugstore. I really like Maybelline. Favorite movie? My favorite movie is Someone Like You. It's cheesy and it's like in the 90s and I don't know, but that movie speaks to me, like it really does. I like it because it's so true, and like the obstacle that the main character goes through, it's so true. I think any girl who has like gone through a breakup or anything like that should definitely watch Someone Like You because it hits home. It's a good movie. Favorite actor and actress? My favorite actress, I don't really have a favorite actress. I love Ashley Judd, who is the main character in Someone Like You. She's also the main character in Double Jeopardy, which is another favorite movie of mine. So I really like Ashley Judd, but it's not like, oh my god. But my favorite actor in the whole world is Gary Sinise, hands down. I think he's freaking amazing. I love him. You could just tell he's a good person. He's like supporter of the troops. I love him. If I could meet anybody in the world, it's Gary Sinise. Like, I need to meet him. What are your favorite TV shows? My favorite TV show has always been Friends. It's been my favorite show for years, like since I was younger. I have all the seasons. My best friend in middle school bought me the entire series of Friends. I have it in like this big red box. It's amazing. So I've seen every single episode of Friends like over 30 times, every single episode. I could recite like 80% of the episodes, like word for word, like verbatim, like what the character will say next. It's intense. But besides Friends, I really love The Office so much. And I think that people who love The Office are good people. Like, if you don't like The Office, I don't know. I don't know. By the way, definitely check out the Mindy Project if you like The Office. It's not the same, but it's amazing. I think the Mindy Project is super underrated. Watch it. Have you read 50 Shades of Grey? I feel like people are gonna hate me for this, but I don't like 50 Shades of Grey. I thought it was poorly written. I read like half of the first book and I couldn't. I was like, what am I reading? This is ridiculous. This is dumb. So I'm sorry if I offend anyone. I'm still gonna watch the movie, of course, but I didn't like the book. What do you miss most about Miami? Besides the peeps, the fam and stuff, definitely pan con mite and plátano maduro and Cuban bread. Definitely Cuban bread. Cuban bread, absolutely. If you end up doing YouTube professionally, what do you hope to accomplish? I would love to come out with my own lipstick line. Like, I don't even care about a makeup line. That would be amazing. But lipsticks, like, I would love. Or if I could publish a book, that'd be great. But it wouldn't be a beauty book, so. You could live any place in the world, where would you live? Montana. I saw this movie when I was younger called A River Runs Through It. It's with Brad Pitt. He's very young in the movie. It's about fishing. And the movie is set in Montana, and I remember like staring at that movie like, There's something about Montana that, oh my god, I've never been there, but I want to go so bad. I probably wouldn't live there. I would probably love to live in Southport, North Carolina. If you are from Southport, North Carolina, God bless you. That place looks beautiful. I've never been there either, but I would love to live there. If you could marry any fictional character from a movie, who would it be? Definitely from a show, Jim Halpert. That wasn't a question, but whatever, I'm gonna throw that out there. From a movie, Matt Flamhaff. From 13 Going on 30, Perfect Man. Or Jesse from Pitch Perfect, because he likes The Breakfast Club. Funny story, a group of my friends in high school, like my best friends in high school, we all ate lunch in a classroom, and we call ourselves The Breakfast Club, even though we ate lunch. What dye do you use for your hair? I get this question all the time. I actually use the Joico K-Pack color in the shade N8. That is what I use to do my roots. Actually, I haven't done my roots yet because I'm waiting for my mom to do them when I go visit her, like in a month. So my roots are gonna be wilding out for a while. Warning ahead of time. But yes, I get my dye from Cosmoprof, so I don't know if they have that dye like at Sally's or anything. It's not like a dye from the drugstore. I get like the salon dyes. They're just better for your hair, and I get the Joico K-Pack color in N8, which is natural or neutral 8. Is more than 100,000 subscribers a big accomplishment? Read correctly. Did you ever think you would get this far? You have helped and inspired so many of us. Cornelius is licking my toes right now. And yes, of course, 100,000 subscribers is insane to me. Insane. I never thought I would ever get that many. I remember telling my friend Gabby, like, I feel like I have accomplished a main goal. If I ever get to 100,000 subscribers, I feel like I have made it, like, in myself. So it's so crazy. I remember when I had 15 subscribers, and I had 15 subscribers for like 4 days in a row, and I remember Danny was like, I just want that number to move. And it's crazy. And now I have almost 200,000, and I'm like, what? MAC lipstick ever. Ruby Woo, hands down. I don't care how drying it feels on the lips. It's my favorite lipstick in the world. What do you do for a living? I get this question all the time. Because Danny is constantly moving, because he's in the Navy and we're like back and forth so many places, I can't keep a job for so long. Like I did before he went on deployment. I worked on base, I worked at the Nex, and that was my job, but then he deployed and I had to quit my job. And then I went to Miami, and I wasn't gonna get another job to just quit in 6 months. So right now I'm doing YouTube, and I'm doing this is my hobby and stuff. And yeah, I can't keep a job. We move too much. Sweet or salty popcorn? Salty popcorn. I'm more of a salty food lover. Like I love like potato chips and French fries and cheese and nachos and all that stuff. I'd rather eat that than like a brownie or cake or Oreos. How do you keep healthy? I'm not healthy. Danny and I are actually like on this health kick. We're trying to like have a better lifestyle. We do cheat. If you follow our vlog channel, we're eating all the time. But we do cheat like on Fridays and Sundays because we go out to eat on those days, but we're actually doing really good. We haven't had soda in a long time. We're trying to eat healthier, and we've been working out every day, so I want to be healthy like on the inside. I want to feel good, and when I eat healthy I feel good. But food is just so good. I love food. I'm really the type of person that really enjoys to eat. I love food, so it's hard for me, but I'm eating better, but I still treat myself to that Buffalo Wild Wings every Friday because you only live once. Will you do YouTube forever? Because I love you. Thank you, Morgan Fartface 20. That is her name, and I like it. I would love to do YouTube forever. What would you tell your 16-year-old self? When I was 16, I thought that everybody was a decently good person. I thought that everyone was really nice and genuine, and you know, and I didn't know how mean people could be. And I was a major, I still kind of am, but I was a major pushover in high school. I felt like I had no backbone in high school, like at all. Like, people could be mean. You could probably throw a bologna sandwich at my face and I'd be like, I'm sorry, and pick it up and give it back to you. I'm being dramatic, but I was a major pushover. So if I would like slap my 16-year-old self and be like, girl, get it together. Advice on boy drama. Don't worry about boy drama. Don't worry about boys. Seriously, do not worry about boys. Guys in high school are so dumb. I know that sounds really mean because there are a few, like I had really good friends in high school. They were genuinely good guys, like really nice, really good guys. I know a lot of them actually that are really good people. but the majority of them like are so dumb. And I don't mean dumb like literally dumb, like immature. Like guys take longer to mature, and you know, they're just dumb. What are some of your favorite books if you like to read? I love to read, and I definitely recommend Love Monkey if you are into romantic comedies. It's more like an adultish book. There's no like weird 50 Shades of Grey things happening in that book, but it's like a humor for like adults, I feel. But it's a love story as well. If you're into like the YA novels, I recommend Anna and the French Kiss. Oh my god, that's my favorite book besides Love Monkey. Anna and the French Kiss is amazing. I love anything from Nicholas Sparks, but those are like boring books. And I love Nicholas Sparks, but it's true, it's like a boring read, like a soft romantic read, like in the bathtub kind of book. But definitely Anna and the French Kiss. If you haven't read that book and you go read it, it will change your life, I promise. And duh, The Fault in Our Stars, because John Green, hello. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up. This video is so incredibly long already. I'm sorry. So yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow because I will be filming Cat Chats number 2, part 2 of this Q&A video. This is the only Q&A video that will be this long because I want to do this every few months. So if I get any new questions, then I'll add that in the Cat Chats. But yeah, so stay tuned for tomorrow's video because I'll be filming that tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.